Welcome back to the show, viewers. My name is Toyosi Phillips. Joining us now via Skype is daughter of famed musician of the 90s, Adesua Okosun. She's joining us from DC and will be talking to us about a platform she started called Young African Media. Welcome to the show, Adesua.
Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, good. So what's the Young African Media platform about?
Young African Media is pretty much built to highlight and to focus on successful Africans, but not only successful Africans, but Africans who everything they've created is to improve the lives of themselves and also the community. So it could be people in the diaspora, like in America or back home. And so what we try to do is we want to showcase these people and create awareness about who they are and, you know, just everything they do, their projects, their businesses, and also to motivate people outside of this little circle that we have discovered, and, you know, to show them that there are Africans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, Tanzanians, and others who are really doing something incredible in entertainment, in news, in pretty much in farming and every type of industry. And then there are also non-Africans whose main focus is to help Africans back home and to build a better life for them. And these are people who I consider as like everyday heroes. These are the people who I think should represent what Africa is about, especially now that we're in this, you know, negative genre of, you know, news about Nigeria and other countries. I think Africans need to start seeing other Africans who are doing something extremely amazing in helping people have like a better life. That was the whole idea of Young African Media.
That's great. But how do you determine who is recognized by Young African Media? What does the person have to have been doing to be recognized?
Okay. Sure. Right now, if anyone were to go to our page, you would see a gentleman named Jahil Oliver. He's an American. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. And he started a company called Hello Tractor that would help farmers, about 35 million farmers in Nigeria, be able to produce a lot better, faster production in cheaper ways. And he's just a regular guy, just like you and I, and he is making a huge difference right now. And then you have someone who's already been there, done that, like Maureen Ume, who is a news anchor for Fox 5 News in Washington, D.C. And she is somebody that, you know, is doing something incredible. She's not only a Fox anchor, but she's breaking barriers, and she's very famous. So we're doing from the smallest to the biggest. You know, as long as what you're doing is to impact someone else's life, you have the opportunity. We're going to start doing a dancer, a Nigerian dancer who is changing the game in, you know, the dancing industry, and he's also helping the community. And, you know, so it's not, you don't have to be famous or, you know, crazy, huge, you know, whatever. It's just whatever it is you're starting out in your life is, you know, making a difference, and that's pretty much the qualification.
That's very good. That's really good. So this is a Facebook page, correct me if I'm wrong?
Yes, it's just started out as a Facebook page because we just started this year.
Okay.
But in a few weeks, it's going to have a website, and then it's going to be, which is just a visual blog. So you're just going to get to see the videos more.
Okay.
And also eventually Twitter and every other social media aspect.
Right. So this is a platform basically to show off young Africans who are making a difference.
Well, I wouldn't specify young. The whole meaning of young is just the rebirth of this generation, because I believe my generation is starting something new. We're, you know, trying to innovate and rejuvenate whatever it is that was lost back home. So the whole point is young is because this whole idea of Africa is becoming new to the world. You know, like Nigeria is starting to be, you know, #6 best economy in the world. And so everything about us, Africa, is becoming new again. So it's like a rebirth of Africa, of what we used to be, and it's starting all over again. So that's the whole idea of young. So it's not specifically on the person itself.
Yeah.
It's just the whole idea of everything that's going on.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, what inspired you to do this?
Well, originally, after I graduated, like a while ago,
what did you study?
I just realized that my dad was the only person I knew my whole life that was doing something that he loved, and he did it with all his heart, and he was successful. And I thought that was kind of sad. And when I started meeting people, because I used to live in New York, but when I moved to DC, I started meeting a lot of Africans who are doing like crazy things. And my mentor also was, you know, he's someone who owns an oil company in Largo, Maryland, and he's doing incredible things. And I was like, people need to know that these people exist.
Right.
Like, you know, a lot of people are, even in America, who are graduates and they don't have jobs. And I cannot, you know, imagine back home people who are going through this downfall, and they think that I will never be able to work for Fox News or any other, or start a company that can change someone's life. Yeah. But then I was like, I'm meeting all these amazing people and nobody knows they exist. Right. You know, I'm meeting doctors who dedicate one month of their year to go back home to help people for free without no pay, nothing. And I'm like, how come nobody is, you know,
recognizing them,
recognizing these people? Yeah. Nobody's telling the world that these people exist.
Yeah.
And that was when, you know, the whole idea came about.
Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Before you leave, I'd just like to know what you think about the political climate in Nigeria right now.
Right now, I'm speaking from my own experience because, of course, I'm not back home.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the everyday Nigerian is going through. But I do have family back home, and I know that it's mixed emotions. And I think what's going on is, like, the current administration, the current government has underestimated the needs and the wants of the Nigerian citizen. And that is the biggest problem, because this generation is social media every day, 24/7.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are like 24 hours news every day. So it's like everything is exposed to everyone now, and people are realizing that they no longer want to live in a situation where it's just mediocre. And I think a lot of people are just heartbroken. Yeah. So a lot of the backlash against this current government is not because these people are bad people. It's just because people are just tired of, do you understand, the same
tired
situation,
of being tired, basically.
And it's sad that we have to look back to past music like Fela and my father, and we still relate to what they were going through back then. Yeah. And now this is 2015, and it's a sad situation. Yeah. And people are just sick of it. Yeah. So, you know, someone said to me one day, like, I don't care who the president is, I just want a change.
Right.
And it's a dangerous mindset to have too, because you're just picking anyone. But people are so tired that they just want to go for anything that will give them some kind of hope. And the current government is not doing that. And that is the only sad part about the whole situation.
Well, thank you for joining us today, Adesua. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, and thank you for watching, viewers. We have a huge show lined up for you, so please stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.